Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself.
They're going to be fast. They're going to run to the football. Biggest thing is they are going to want to run the ball on us offensively. So we've got to be stout against their run game. That's the one thing, teams that can run the football can eat clock. If they can pick up first downs, they can keep our offense on the field. So defensively, we've got to be able to go out there, be sound on our assignment.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with TROM.
Be able to get that football back for our offense.
When you talk about Bemidji potentially running some option, I kind of think of the term option, high risk, high reward. So, maybe they spring a big play or two, but I think in their loss to Moorhead, they did score 4 touchdowns, but they also gave the ball away, I think, 4 times or more. Is this an opponent where, maybe you can get the takeaway number up a little bit?
Well, anytime you have, that pitch out there, anytime you have a mesh with the quarterback and the running back, those are all opportunities for a mishandle, and potentially they put the ball on the ground. So yes, definitely there is that opportunity, and hopefully we can take advantage of that. They did turn it over quite a few times against Moorhead, but that was, again, the game that their starter went down, so their backup was thrust in there. And, still, like I said, he's come along each game. When you spend as much time as a team does that runs the option, you're rolling those different quarterbacks through there. Your second quarterback probably is not getting as many reps with the first crew as your starting quarterback is. So it's going to take some getting used to that mesh point with the quarterback and that dive back, and then that quarterback's ability to get that pitch and keeping the pitch relationship with the running back. Those are all challenges that option teams have. And when you change the quarterback, it's going to take a minute for those things to come back together again. And that's what I've seen in the last couple of games. I think their quarterback is kind of getting it down. They're getting more of that feel, that mesh with the running backs. And again, timing, they run a lot of motion on just about every play. They've got a guy in motion. Sometimes he continues on, sometimes he reverses back out. And again, that's another piece that has to fit with the quarterback's cadence, and all that stuff, which is different as you go from a starting quarterback to the backup quarterback. But the bottom line is their guys up front are all in place, and those are the guys that are plowing the road. Those are the guys that are making the holes for the running back and the quarterback. And if he can turn and hand it off and pick up a few yards, that's positive for our offense. And those are the things that we have to stop. I think if they want to try to get the edges on us, I feel like we've got a good plan for that. We've got good athletes on the outside. It's between the tackle runs that we're going to have to really nail down and make sure we're stopping so we get our defense off the field.
Some comments there from the head coach of the Alexandria Cardinal football team, Mike Empting, sharing some thoughts as part of our pregame show on KXRA and also live streaming through our YouTube channel. Our thanks to Juntner Motors for presenting the pregame show. Juntner Motors will also sponsor the postgame report later tonight. When we return, we'll have the play-by-play of Cardinal football in Bemidji. Now these words from our Alexandria Cardinal Sports Boosters.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
CM Woodworks produces high-quality cabinetry and furniture locally, right here in Nelson. See their showroom at 7300 39th Avenue Northeast in Nelson. CM Woodworks. Custom wood creations. Designed for beauty, built for life.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Cenex Midtown Express has fresh made pizza, lunch and breakfast sandwiches, and broaster chicken, live bait, propane, and diesel fuel. Cenex Garfield has groceries, bait, and tackle, and made to order pizza. Cenex Midtown Express, Alexandria, and Cenex Garfield.
A successful win isn't about the score, it's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Welcome to the spirit of Lake Town hospitality. Welcome to D. Mike's Resort Bar and Grill. From legacy locals, seasonal visitors, to traveling teams, you are our community. Come share in our rustic flavors, modern flair, and authentic roots. Legacy inspired, community infused.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing.
America's best checking for students. Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Bell Bank, member FDIC.
KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, streaming audio through the Voice of Alexandria app, and also the live coverage on our YouTube channel, which you can access through our website, voiceofalexandria.com. Tom Charlie is our studio engineer at KXRA Radio in downtown Alexandria. We've got Steve D and his assistant Charlie filling in for JP as videographers tonight. And with the radio call, it's myself, Dave McClurg, and Tim Zupfer is along beside me for the broadcast of the number 1 ranked team in the state, Alexandria, facing the number 10 ranked team in the state, Bemidji, moving into the top 10 in Class 5A this week after their victory over Sartell a week ago. The Alexandria Cardinals are set to receive the football. Alexandria will operate into a little bit of a wind here in the first period. Right now you've got a breeze coming out of the south-southeast, and it ends up being a line drive kick, and this is going to go back into the end zone. So the kicker for the Bemidji Lumberjacks able to boot it deep as Spencer Briggs puts it into the end zone for a touchback. So Alexandria will start at its own 20-yard line. The offensive line back intact for Alexandria this week. Good to see Joe Martinson back in as the left guard. He's got Evan Zabel off to his left as a tackle. Ashton Sladek is the center. Dylan Gray is the right tackle. Dylan Gray the right guard. Jack Morissette the right tackle. The 4-receiver set includes Mason Witt, Thomas Hinrichs, Mason Gorghuber, and Samson Hegstrom. The quarterback is Chase Thompson. Running back is Mac Height. And right away, Alexandria shows the spread formation as the Cardinals will do. Here's Thompson rolling to his right, shooting to the right. Catch is made by Gorghuber out near the 35-yard line. Tim Zupfer, a pretty safe pass on a first down with Chase Thompson going with the rollout.
Yeah, we had trips right, and Gorghuber is one of the slot receivers, and he just did a 15-yard down and out, and caught it right at the 35.
Now we will wait and see. The completion is going to be wiped out. I believe there was an ineligible player downfield for Alexandria. So the Cardinals, who have not been penalized all that frequently here in 2024, that penalty there, that illegal or ineligible man downfield, that's just the 12th penalty that the Alexandria Cardinals have been assessed here in the 2024 season.
I don't know if that was caused by one of our receivers covering up another receiver. I'm guessing that's what it would have been. I don't think we had a lineman downfield.
So it is first down and 15 now for the Alexandria Cardinals as they've got the ball back at their 15-yard line. And Alexandria is going to run the ball, and a big opening for Mac Height. He bursts out past the 30-yard line. Tim, it's almost like it ended up being a gain out to the 35, except Mac Height's run was 20 yards rather than the 15-yard pass completion.
Yeah, he just ran off tackle and had a big hole, and there was only only one guy that had a chance to stop him from taking it to the house.
So the first down for the Cardinals comes on the ground, and it's 1st and 10 at the 35, and now we're going to have a stoppage, and penalty here might be Bemidji stepping into the neutral zone, and Tim Zupfer, I believe, was doing the hand indication there, and he was right on point. So,
yeah, I saw the the linesman make the signal.
All right, so 5-yard penalty benefits the Alexandria Cardinals here. So it's 1st and 5. Alexandria now at the football at just beyond the 40-yard line. We'll call it 1st and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Perhaps they take a shot here.
Chase Thompson is going to hand off, and there's Height getting to the edge, but he just can't escape the work of one of the linebackers, that being Hudson Pink for the Bemidji Lumberjacks, who slows Height down after a gain of only a yard.
Yeah, he bounced it outside and just couldn't break that first tackle.
So it'll be a 2nd down and about 4. The Cardinals, again, get to the line very quickly. Still 20 seconds to go on the play clock, and, you will see situations where Alexandria does not huddle up. You've got 2 receivers on each side. Right now it's the Thomas Hinrichs and Mason Gorg-Huber to the right. Now Chase Thompson steps up, fires over the middle. Gorg-Huber's got it at the 25. He will not be caught. It's going to be a touchdown for Alexandria.
Well, I was a play late, but they took their shot. And that time Chase had to step up in the pocket and kind of threw it off one leg and had no trouble getting that ball 40 yards down the field into the wind.
Yeah, and Mason Gorg-Huber was able to catch it on the run as he got behind the Jacks defense. It will go as a 64-yard scoring pass, and the Alexandria Cardinals break on top here in this North Star North District matchup in Bemidji. Thomas Hinrichs in to hold as Blake Scholl will snap the ball back to the holder for the PAT attempt by Daniel Jackson. The ball is placed down and the kick is up, and it is good. So it takes Alexandria just 1 minute and 26 seconds to get the first points of the game. Chase Thompson going up top to Mason Gorg-Huber. We will take a 30-second timeout, but before we do that, let's give you the numbers early on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in varsity football. Alexandria leads at Bemidji 7-0.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day, a chance to operate many pieces of equipment.
I like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
It took the Alexandria Cardinals just 3 plays to get a score, and now Bemidji is going to muff the ensuing kickoff. It was a returnable kickoff because Daniel Jackson kicked it into the wind, and Bemidji mishandled it. Alexandria will pick up the muff at the 20, and that's where the Cardinals are going to get the football.
Yeah, they're unable to advance it on that, but they get the ball, and yeah, they'll have it at the 20-yard line going in.
So in essence, the Cardinals have stolen a possession from Bemidji, and Alexandria is operating at the edge of the Alex Rubbish and Recycling red zone. Start seeing red with Alex Rubbish and Recycling. Tim, I didn't think I'd have the chance to introduce Bemidji's defense this quickly here, but Cohen Donut is on one end, Colton Meyer on the other end, Ben DeRozier and Nehemiah Schwinghammer are the 2 defensive tackles. Jack Karen, Hudson Pink, and Nick Strand are the linebacking core for Bemidji. We'll get the players in the secondary after the first down handoff, and there's Mac Height bursting up the middle, and he's got a first down on a gain of about 13, 14 yards there. He got into the second level and required some of those players in the secondary to bring him down.
Yeah, he broke the first tackle and got stood up, it looks like, at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, so it'll be first down and goal for the Alexandria Cardinals after a pickup of 15 yards. Now the handoff, here's Brody Berg, and I believe they're going to stop play here. And let's see, we've got a false start on Alexandria, so Alexandria had just a total of 11 penalties through the first 5 games. That's averaging just over 2 penalties per contest. And Alexandria already has 2 penalties, and we haven't even played a total of 3 minutes in tonight's game. So that's going to back the football up to the 10-yard line. First and goal for the Alexandria Cardinals. You've got Berg in the backfield, offset to the right of quarterback Chase Thompson. 3 receivers to the right side, single receiver off to the left. And here's a handoff. Berg navigates through. He's got the penalty yardage back and maybe another one tacked onto it. So it's a pretty healthy gain on that first down carry for Brody Berg.
Yeah, I think they're back to the 5-yard line.
So it'll be second down and
4.
Goal to go. So credit Berg with a gain of 6 yards there. Alexandria leading 7-0. Glenwood State Bank brings you our scoreboard updates. We're early on in this prep football game at Chet Anderson Stadium in Bemidji. Now the 3-receiver set is to the left, and we're going to have an official timeout here. And now it's going to be offside on Bemidji, so a penalty flag got thrown. So that's a second defensive offside on the Lumberjacks here. That will be a pickup of, I believe, 2 yards. It's half the distance to the goal line. Down and goal, they'll actually spot the ball at the 2.
I think one of their cornerbacks matched up on one of our receivers, but our receiver was in the backfield, and he was lined up offsides.
Now here's a handoff, and up the middle is Mac Height, and he's into the end zone again. It's an Alexandria Cardinal touchdown.
You know, they had a light box there because they respected all of our receivers, and we're just taking what the defense gives us and using the running game to get the job done.
So before the Bemidji Lumberjacks offense gets to touch the football for a play from scrimmage, Alexandria has put 14 points on the board. Well, 13. We're hoping it's 14 here. Daniel Jackson in to try the extra point, and not even a potential DMAC jinx could hurt Daniel Jackson. He does tack on the PAT, and the Alexandria Cardinals are now up by 14. We're going to keep it right here as we still have 9 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first period. And Tim, I would guess not much of a better start that you could have for the visiting Alexandria Cardinals.
Well, no, you have, a 4-play drive or 5-play drive and score a touchdown, and then get us. We found out that our kick return team, well, at least their
coverage team.
At least the coverage team is Johnny on the spot. It was their first action of the season, and they create a turnover.
Yeah, so Alexandria takes advantage of that muffed kickoff. The Cardinals recovered at the Bemidji 20 and scored 3 plays later. So Alexandria's run 6 plays from scrimmage and has scored 2 touchdowns. Daniel Jackson will boot it deep, and this one is actually going to carry into the end zone, and that ends up being a touchback. So nice adjustment there by Daniel Jackson after the first kickoff into the wind ended up getting returned. Just briefly talking about the Bemidji secondary, I know they'll be back out on defense later on. Dawson DeGelder and Braylon Eliason are the cornerbacks, Alec Newby and Gunnar Gansky the safeties. Now some of these players do work on the offensive side of the ball as well. The interior line has Elias Jourdain, Jared Cherney, Cove Whaley, Tanner Whipple, and Owen Lipsey. Jack Borgen is a tight end for Bemidji. The quarterback is Owen Vandermeer. And then he's got a number of guys that he can incorporate. Running backs Ephraim Boucher along with Owen Fraser and Dawson DeGelder. 2 in the backfield behind the quarterback, and the first carry of the night, I believe, goes to the Bemidji running back, and it's Ephraim Boucher getting the carry, and he navigated for about 2 yards there.
And I think it was Evan Zabel and Blake Scholl, tacklers on that left side of our defense.
The Cardinals do have Scholl and Dean Lemke as the 2 defensive ends. Jack Morissette and Evan Zabel as the starting tackles. So it's likely we'll see guys like Jensen Martinson and Kyan Kramer come in, rotating to get a few snaps tonight. Another stoppage here, and let's see if we have yet Nope, official timeout. And they're, I guess, giving some instructions up to the box here. But Scholl, Martinson, Zabel, Lemke, the defensive line for Alexandria. Brett Thornburg, Brody Berg, Sam Anderson, and Trey Peffer in the linebacking core, as Bemidji will run the ball again, and it's going to be a decent gain here, and that's going to be, I think, Alec Newby. Or I'm sorry, it's Owen Fraser getting the carry, and he advances the ball out to his own 38-yard line. So that's a pickup of 16, and the Jacks have their first down of the night.
So it wasn't, I thought it was a quarterback keeper, but he must have been an inside handoff that went around right end.
Again, the quarterback Vandermeer is under center here for Bemidji. A man in motion to the left. It's a counter here, and Dawson DeGelder got the carry and got wrapped up right near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we had Zabel and Scholl in on that tackle also.
Introducing some of the other players that are in the secondary for the Cardinals, Lawton Kettleson and Dane Olson. The cornerbacks, and Talon Witt is the free safety. Pickup of 2 yards on the last play for Bemidji, and the Jacks have it just shy of their own 40-yard line. Again, 3 in the backfield as Vandermeer is under center. Now DeGelder in motion to the right. Vandermeer is going to look to throw. Pass right side, and it's going to be caught. And turning upfield is the Jacks receiver. And that will be advancement into Alexandria territory and a first down for Bemidji.
Looks like we had Lawton Kettleson and
reception, and that will pick up 22 for Bemidji. So the Lumberjacks with their second first down in this series, now operating on the Cardinals side of the field. We played a little more than 5 minutes of this opening period. It's Alexandria 14, Bemidji nothing. Our scoreboard updates tonight brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Here's Vandermeer with the inside handoff. He called his own numbers, so he did a nice job at faking the radio guy out here. Vandermeer on the keeper there, and he rolls around right edge and gains about 8 yards.
I think it might have been Mason Witt with that tackle, too. It's hard to see on the far side of the field right now.
So second down and 2 yards to go for the Bemidji Lumberjacks. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, Bemidji has the dark jerseys, navy blue jersey tops, white numerals on the back of the Bemidji uniform, navy blue pants as well. Alexandria school colors red and black, so the Cardinals wearing the traveling white jerseys, white pants, red numerals, and red and white trim. Now an inside handoff. Again, I think the quarterback called his own number there. And I'm finding that he's doing a nice job at faking me out. But we had a penalty flag thrown. I don't know if this play is going to stand. I get the feeling it's going to be brought back.
Probably some type of illegal block. Holding.
Yep, holding on Bemidji. And that's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot where the infraction occurred. So that will move the ball back to the 36-yard line. It denies the Lumberjacks a first down. It'll actually be a gain of 4 yards before the 10-yard penalty. So Bemidji now has 3 penalties here in the first 5+ minutes of the game. And now we've got Fraser actually under center here, kind of a wildcat look here, and it's Owen Fraser keeping the ball himself, and Alexandria did a nice job staying at home and keeping that to a minimal gain.
I was right on that previous run by him. He was under center. He faked the handoff and took it around outside.
So it'll be a third down and about 4 here for Bemidji. First attempt at a third down conversion tonight. The Lumberjacks need to get to the Cardinal 30-yard line. It's Alexandria 14, Bemidji no score. DMAC and Tim Zuffer bringing you the play-by-play on KXRA Radio with live video through our YouTube channel.
I think they might have got us offside there.
Yeah, and that would end up being a first down by penalty if indeed it is encroachment on the defense. Alexandria kind of resigned to the fact that they're walking back closer to their own end zone, and that penalty will give Bemidji an automatic first down.
one of their linemen was a little bit later taking his stance, and then we just jumped offside when he went down to take his stance.
And now they're going to have the officiating crew kind of conference right above the football here, spotted along the right hash mark at the 34-yard line. I think the Alexandria players thought it was an offside or encroachment on the defense. I didn't know we would necessarily need a conference on this. And it will be offside on Alexandria, so no chance at a third down conversion for Bemidji because the first down will be picked up by the penalty. So now 3 penalties on Alexandria here in this opening period.
Thinking Coach Empting was seeing something similar to what I saw, and if almost an intentional way of drawing us offside.
So now the ball is spotted at the Alexandria Cardinal 29-yard line. This drive started at the 20, and Bemidji has put together 3 first downs. Again, the last one coming on a defensive penalty.
Well, the referee talking with the Bemidji coaching staff, so I think both sides are getting an explanation. And
yeah, seems to be a lot of instruction and information being shared tonight. So I think we're getting set to roll here as the clock's about to move under 5 minutes remaining in the period. Alexandria up by 14 in this North Star North District football game. Here is Vandermeer looking to throw. He's pressured. He will go down back at the 40-yard line.
Dean Lemka breaking through and getting a sack for
that's
quite a few yards.
Big loss. I think that's going to actually they'll spot the ball at the 38, so it's a 9-yard loss on the sack of Vandermeer there. So now first down and long for the Bemidji Lumberjacks. Nice crowd on hand for Bemidji. It is a tackle cancer game tonight. Of course, we're in October, which is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and proceeds help to benefit the Randy Shaver Cancer and Community Research and Cancer Fund. Now the Lumberjacks are going to get to the edge, and they'll get quite a bit of that penalty yardage back. Still going to leave about second down and maybe 10 or 11 there.
Should be third down.
Yes, third down coming up after the previous play was an incomplete or a quarterback sack. So
Dane Olson and many of his teammates involved in that tackle.
Gain of 8 yards there for DeGelder, and now it's third down. And the Jacks need 11 yards to move the chains. Right now, the ball is resting at the Cardinals' 30-yard line. Can Alexandria's defense hold here and force a decision on fourth down? Here's a pitch and nowhere to go. Oh, my, a nice stick there on the carry by Owen Fraser.
I believe that was Trey Peffer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Trey Peffer just read that well, and he gets a tackle for loss. It'll be a drop of 1 yard.
Looks like it's 4-down territory for the Jacks, but it's going to be 4th and 11 or 12 here.
So fourth down and long for Bemidji, and now very important that Alexandria plays some disciplined defense and hopefully get an incompletion or at least prevent a big play for Bemidji. Down to less than 3 minutes to go in this first period with Alexandria up by 14. And now, again, a stoppage. Flag is going to be thrown right near the line of scrimmage, and wonder if we've got another encroachment call here. Yep.
Jeepers.
It is on Alexandria, and that's now 2 offside penalties. The previous one resulted in a Bemidji first down. Now this one is not going to create the automatic first down, but this now makes it a more makeable fourth down attempt for Brian Stoffel's Bemidji football team. The Lumberjacks have the ball at the Cardinals' 26.
Wonder if we weren't lined up offside. I didn't see anybody jump.
Yeah, that could be. Now here's Vandermeer rolling to the right. He tries to get to the edge. He has nowhere to go. I think he's going to be dropped back at the 33-yard line, and the Cardinals defense does hold on downs, and Alexandria will get the ball back. will take a 30-second timeout. That actually was an incomplete pass by Vandermeer. 30-second timeout. Late first quarter in prep football. Alexandria on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard leads at Bemidji 14-0.
North Central International. Heavy-duty truck service on long haulers, dump trucks, buses, and specialized heavy-duty rigs. Medium and heavy-duty parts and accessories for all makes of trucks. Just south of I-94 and Highway 29 South in Alexandria.
Pomp's Tire Service has solutions for tired tires. Whatever your tire choice, make Pomp's your choice. Brakes, wheel alignments, factory maintenance, shocks, and struts. Pomp's has your service needs covered. Pomp's, we know tires and service. You should know Pomp's.
The Alexandria Cardinals start this series at their own 26-yard line, and I believe Lucas Fernholz now in the game for the Cardinals, and he toted the football and picked up about a yard. 2nd and 9 for Alexandria. Cardinals flowing left to right if you're watching the YouTube broadcast tonight. I'm Dave McClurg, joined by Tim Zupfer for our play-by-play coverage. Still about 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Chase Thompson claps his hands a couple of times, gets a good snap from Sladek. Pass right side, and there's Gorkhuber open at midfield. And his knee will touch the ground at the Bemidji 48-yard line. And again, good pass protection, first of all, Tim, for the Cardinals. And Chase Thompson threw it right on the money.
Yeah, he kind of ran down the middle and kind of a flare pattern out to the sideline. And again, Chase right on the money with the toss.
So a first down for the Alexandria Cardinals crossing into Bemidji territory. Fernholz still in the backfield for Alexandria here. Trips to the left side, hand off to Fernholz, goes over the right side of that offensive line as you had people such as Joe Martinson and Dylan Gray coming in to block, and that's a pickup of about 3 yards.
Yeah, the Lumberjacks kind of mixing it up. Sometimes they only have 5 to 6 players inside the tackle box, and they're out on our receivers. And then sometimes late they slide one in. I think they're almost trying to guess what the Cardinals are trying to do, throw or pass, or run or pass.
This forthcoming play might be the last of the opening period as we're down to less than a half minute remaining. It's 2nd and 7. It's a jet sweep. No, it's a flea flicker as getting the ball. Here is Talon Witt. Now he turns upfield and will kind of tiptoe along the sidelines, and he'll be out of bounds. That will actually stop the clock with 12 seconds to go. And I think as if he was looking to sweep, and then he pitched it back to his cousin Talon Witt. And Talon Witt, it seemed like he had the option of maybe a run or a pass, and he decided to tuck it in.
Well, initially I think it was intended to be a pass, but our receivers were covered, and so Talon able to make a positive gain on the play.
3rd down and about 5 for Alexandria at the Jacks 43-yard line. Lucas Fernholz in the backfield. Here's Chase Thompson pumping once. Nice thread pass, and Mason Gorkhuber gets away from the Bemidji defense, and he'll score.
He totally threaded the needle on that one. We got a flag again because I hearing a whistle.
Yeah. Don't know if we do it. I did not see a flag come down, but the officials are going to discuss it, and Alexandria is getting set to huddle up, so that potential score may be taken off the board here. Boy, this has been a game bogged down with penalties for both sides. And evidently the scoring play will not count for the Alexandria Cardinals. And they're going to rule an ineligible man downfield for Alexandria. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that's going to put the ball back at the 49-yard line. You know, Tim, this is the 6th game that we have done this year, and I don't think Alexandria has been assessed an eligible man downfield penalty all year until tonight.
Our coaching staff doesn't agree with that call. I'll just leave it at that.
Yes, that's probably a politically correct way to express their frustration. This should be the last play of the first quarter. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Alexandria. So the last 5 seconds will stay on the clock for a couple of moments longer. Again, we will keep it right here as we get to the tail end of the opening period. Couple of notable activities going on in the community of Alexandria tomorrow. Tim, I know you're going to spend much of your day at Alexandria Area High School for the annual Runestone Volleyball Classic. The state-ranked Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team gets the opportunity to be at home, and that's a nice mix of Class 1A and Class 2A teams, and then I think Fergus Falls and Alexandria are Class 3A teams involved in that tournament.
Yeah, it's 18 tournament, 2 pools of 4. All teams, both varsity and JV, will get 4 matches on the day.
And to the best of your knowledge, will those first matches of the day start at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yep. So there'll be 4 courts, 2 JV courts, 2 varsity courts. The first matches the first serve will be at 9 a.m.
Very good. So an opportunity to check out the Alexandria Cardinal volleyball team. Of course, Mary Burns' team had a thrilling win against Rocori last night. A 5-set match for the second time this year against the Spartans, and the Cardinals won the 5th and deciding game last night, 15-12. Here, Alexandria's up by 14, and we've got 5 seconds to go in the first period. Alexandria facing a 3rd down and about 11. Thompson time to throw. Pass caught. Mason Witt skirts so a defender. Now he's got additional yardage after the initial contact, and he'll finally go down at the 28-yard line. The last completion will go for 21 from Chase Thompson to Mason Witt, and we do reach the end of the first period of play. We'll take a 60-second timeout to hear from our Alexandria Cardinal Sports Boosters after 1 in North Star North District Football on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard. It's Alexandria 14, Bemidji no score.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard. We build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Feel confident. Feel inspired. Embrace your unique beauty at 6th and Broadway Clothing. From expertly curated collections to personalized styling and color analysis services, you can embrace style as beautiful as you.
I'm a nurse at heart. I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Broadcast coverage is originating from Bemidji State University's Chet Anderson Stadium. Along with Tim Zupfer, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. Steve D and Charlie are the videographers on location here at the Chet tonight. And Tom Chorley is the main man back at the KXRA radio studio in downtown Alexandria. The Alexandria Cardinals have a 14-0 lead as we begin the second quarter. Alexandria has a first down and 10 yards to go at the Bemidji 28. Thompson looking to pass. He'll shoot it to the end zone for Gorghuber, and he's got it again! Touchdown, Alexandria. No flags on the field. This one will count. A second TD reception for Mason Gorghuber tonight.
Yeah, he just got behind the defense there, and Chase was able to step up in the pocket and throw it over the last defender into the end zone.
So that play will cover 28 yards. Thompson to Gorghuber, and Alexandria now has 20, and we are barely into the second period. Daniel Jackson in to try the extra point. Snap a little bit high from Blake Scholl, but Thomas Hendricks does a nice job getting the ball down, and the kick is true. And 6 seconds into the second period, Alexandria has increased the lead. We will not go to the break quite yet. We'll keep it right here. But I just said to Coach Z as we were getting ready to start the second quarter, I quipped, longest series of the night for the Alexandria Cardinals. Well, I think it ends up being a 6-play series. So now the Cardinals have had 12 plays from scrimmage and 3 touchdowns.
Well, it was also their most time-consuming drive with 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yeah, Chase Thompson with his second touchdown pass of the night. Mason Gorghuber on the receiving end, and that comes from 28 yards out. And Daniel Jackson tacks on the extra point. I would anticipate that Daniel will have a touchback forthcoming here because he's got a strong leg, first of all, and he actually had one touchback working into the wind, and now he sends one deep, and gosh dang, I think he hit the right upright there.
Yes, he did.
Holy smoke. So that will be a touchback, and Bemidji will start at its own 20-yard line. I would think here, Tim, for the Bemidji football team, kind of a gut check right now. They did show some success moving the ball in their first series of the night after they muffed the kickoff earlier, but now they can't just be content moving the ball between the 20s. They probably have to turn this into some sort of scoring fest.
Well, yeah, I think certainly their goal would have been to run the ball and keep our defense on the field, but down